Where are you, Sonic? Where are you? I know you're out here. Sonic! Show yourself! There you are! Alright, Sonic, you've stolen your last golden ring. You and your friends are gonna die. Now pay! Well, the kingdom is saved once again from the evil Sonic the Hedgehog and his My Little Pony friend. Life is good. Hey, rare item drop. Hey, alright. Alright, so the very first game I'm going to show you guys is, I've been kind of wanting this game for a while, and this is Megaman on the Sega Game Gear, and I've been wanting this for quite a while. It's kind of pricey on eBay, but I just kind of delved right in and was like, you know, I'll grab it anyway. I really want this game because one of my goals is to collect every Mega Man game in the North America, United States. So, but the game itself, what can I say? It's your typical Mega Man action platformer game. You know, you run and gun. You know, if you played Mega Man before, you know exactly what you're going to get into. The robot masters in the game are ones from Mega Man 5, so you're going to see Gyro Man, Napalm Man, you know, all those guys. So, it's an okay game. The only thing I don't like about it is the Game Gear part of it, and I don't really use my Game Gear all that much because the screen glare is not all so great. But yeah, Mega Man for the Game Gear. Alright, the next game I'm going to show you is, I've been wanting this for a while, and if you guys remember the old brick, yeah, I'm calling it a brick now, the original DS that came with a demo of this game, and I've had the demo for the longest time, and this is Metroid Prime Hunters for the DS. The game itself, it's a first-person shooter type of game, much like the Metroid Prime games on the GameCube. It's a pretty good game. Graphically, it looks very good. The only thing I really do not like about this game is the controls. I'm not quite used to them yet. They're kind of a pain in the butt to walk around, shoot, and look around at the same time. So I am having an issue with that. But is it a good game? Yeah, I do recommend it. And if you love the Metroid series, or if you love first-person shooters, you know, pick this up on the DS. You know, it's a good game, and it's one of the original games. I don't know if it was a launch game, but it was one of the first games to come out on the Nintendo DS. Alright, so the next game I'm going to show you guys is a game that I was kind of interested for a long time for two reasons, and that is Pokemon Conquest for the DS. Now, I picked this up because mainly it's a Pokemon game, and the second reason I picked this up is because it's a tactical RPG. I have not played a tactical RPG since Final Fantasy Tactics on the PlayStation 1, and I didn't really enjoy that much. But I did enjoy Shining Force on the Sega Genesis, so I figured I'd give it a try, you know, see if I can get back into tactical RPGs. But the game itself, it's, for the most part, somewhat easy at the beginning. I'm actually starting to get into harder kingdoms now, so I'm actually enjoying it a lot more because I didn't enjoy it when it was easy. The first couple of kingdoms I blew right through, no problem. I'm only about 5 hours into the game, and now I'm at the point where I'm reaching where the kingdom is a lot harder. But if you guys have played a tactical RPG before, you guys know exactly what you're getting into. You know, you move your Pokemon around on a grid-based, kind of like landlocks area, and you battle other Pokemon. You know, you don't always have to destroy other Pokemon. Sometimes you have to like capture the enemy's flag and stuff like that. So if you guys are a fan of Pokemon, fan of tactical RPGs, definitely pick this up. It's a good game. I'm quite enjoying it a lot now that it's getting a lot harder. So the next game I'm going to show you guys is, I've been wanting this game ever since it was released, and it was one of the first Nintendo 3DS games out there, and that is Dead or Alive Dimensions for the 3DS. Now, I'm a fan of fighters. I love fighting games like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. You know, I love all those games. So having another fighting game on the 3DS, I already have Street Fighter 4. So just having another fighting game on the 3DS is just simply awesome. And then since it's on the 3DS, since it is on a Nintendo system, they threw in a Metroid theme level, which was actually kind of cool. I quite enjoy that. My only wish is that they threw Samus in the game, but they didn't. She's not in the game. But yeah, it's a good fighting game. I do quite enjoy it. I've only put about a little bit of time into it, but yeah, I do enjoy it. Pick this up if you like fighting games, or if you like Dead or Alive. I know the girls are kind of sexy. So going with my whole fighting games on the 3DS, I picked this game up, and I know it's gotten a lot of kind of like bad reviews. A lot of people are not saying great things about it, but this is Tekken 3D on the Nintendo 3DS. And for the most part, it's a watered down fighter. It's not really that, there isn't really that many modes in the game, but you know, I tried it out. I have Street Fighter Cross Tekken on the Xbox 360, and I wanted to try it out on the 3DS. And for the most part, it's okay. I've never really played a Tekken game ever, so I can't really compare with anything. But it does lack some modes. Now, there is like a full-length feature film on this cart, which is actually kind of cool. I haven't watched the movie yet, but it makes you think, like, if they could put full-fledged movies on Nintendo 3DS cartridges, could they put other movies on 3DS cartridges, say, like, The Amazing Spider-Man coming out, The Avengers coming out, you know, like, any movie you could possibly think of. I know the PSP did that with the UMD movie, so, you know, it makes you wonder if they could actually put movies on this thing in the future. So, but yeah, the game itself, can't really compare to anything. It's doesn't really have that many modes, so I don't really recommend it because I wouldn't give it that much justice. Okay, the next game up is Ghost Rider on the PlayStation 2. Now what this is kind of like a 3D hack and slash game where you use like a fire chain whip thing, you know, kind of like God of War. Now, there are other hack and slash games out there that are a lot better than this one, but this one's okay. It's an okay game. Like, I've only picked this up because I'm a huge superhero fan, and the fact that I've never had or played a Ghost Rider game ever, so it just intrigued me when I saw this. So I picked this up, and it's an okay hack and slash game. I can't really say anything about it. It's just simply okay. So now the next game I'm going to show you guys is high praise already, recommendation, whatever. So, and this is Extermination on the PlayStation 2. And I first had this when I first bought my system. I traded it in, and I recently just got it back. But what this is a survival horror game where it's set into the Antarctic, I believe. And, you know, if you guys love Resident Evil, you're going to love this game. Because yeah, I would say it's kind of like a carbon copy. So, you know, you go in, you find ammo, you find life, you survive, not zombies, but like kind of like these biological creatures and stuff that are trying to kill you, and you gotta unlock doors. It's very, very much like Resident Evil. So, but I highly recommend this game. This was one of my favorite PlayStation 2 games on the system when I had it. So I'm very happy, very excited to have this game back in my collection. So guys, definitely pick this up if you guys are a fan of the Resident Evil games. Now the next game is Dragon Quest VIII for the PlayStation 2. Now this one I haven't put that much time into because I once owned it and I didn't really like it at the time, and I traded it, and I recently just picked it up. But I played Dragon Quest IX on the DS, loved it, and so I figured I'd pick this up again and try it. And what it is, it's a turn-based RPG set with anime style characters, I would say. You know, if you guys are a fan of like Dragon Ball Z, the characters look like they just came out of a Dragon Ball Z cartoon. You know, and I'm a huge fan of Dragon Ball Z. So the story itself, I can't really say that much about it because I've only put about an hour into the game just to see if it worked. So, but from what I can remember, from what I've heard, my friend played this a lot. He absolutely loved it. And I love Dragon Quest IX a lot, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to love Dragon Quest VIII for the PlayStation 2. Now, the next game I'm going to show you is I already own this for the Xbox 360, and I picked this up because I found it fairly cheap. And I picked this up because I wanted the 5 exclusive characters, and that is Street Fighter Cross Tekken for the PlayStation 3. Now, this game is a great game. If you guys love Street Fighter 4 at all, I would say definitely pick this up. If you're a fighting game fan, definitely pick this up. I know a lot of people say this is not that great. That's fine. That's their opinion. But I think this is a good game. I think it's really, really cool. My favorite mode in the game is Scramble Battle, and the best way to describe that is kind of like Street Fighter meets Tekken meets Super Smash Brothers, where like 4 characters are on the screen. All 4 characters are shooting like Hadoukens and Sonic Booms and Flash Kicks and like, you know, God knows whatever. It's very chaotic, very fun, and just a great time. But like I said, I picked this up because of the 5 exclusive characters, being Pac-Man, Megaman, Cole, and the 2 little cat things. I always forget their name. But yeah, it's not a bad game. It's actually a really good game. I highly recommend it if you're into fighters. So yeah, Street Fighter Cross Tekken for the PlayStation 3. Okay, so before I get into the next set of games, I just want to say I gotta thank Mr. Technosqueak, my co-host on the Press Star podcast. He got me into this game, and it's one of the greatest franchises I've ever played, and this is the Jak Daxter HD Collection. And what Jak Daxter is, it's a 3D platformer game, and it's best way to describe it. It's really fun. The characters are fun, entertaining, especially Daxter with his one-liners. But the HD Collection itself, it's made up of 3 different games: Jak and Daxter, Jak 2, and Jak 3. Jak and Daxter is basically your typical action platformer 3D game. You know, it's okay, it's fun, it's easy, you know, it's good for a quick play. Jak 2, I will say right now, is actually the hardest game I've ever played in my entire life. Jak 2 fucking pissed me off. Like, it was so crazy. But what it does have some action platforming segments in it, but also it has some like kind of like Tony Hawk segments where you're riding around on a hoverboard, and then there's other segments where you're riding around on like hover cars or air cars or whatever you want to call them. Those I didn't really care for because I didn't think Naughty Dog did the driving mechanics on those very well, and those are the scenes that actually quite pissed me off. Jak 2 is also full of tons and tons of mini games. Again, I didn't really care for those either because I basically just wanted to play a 3D platformer game. So yeah, Jak 2 fucking pissed me off so much, but I can respect it because I love the series, and it was one of the hardest games I've ever played, and I beat it. Jak 3, basically if you combine Jak 1 and Jak 2, you'll get Jak 3. It has the action platforming, and it has the segments where you're driving around in a car. Again, the car segments I didn't really care for because it felt like you were driving on ice when I was actually driving in like a desert type area, so I didn't really care for those. But the platforming segments, I absolutely love. The banter between Jak and Daxter are quite hilarious. So yeah, I highly recommend you guys picking up the Jak and Daxter HD Collection, and it's just a great series overall. And you know, it was a good recommendation from my friend Mr. Technosqueak. Now, like I said, I've been a huge fan of the Jak and Daxter series so far, so I picked up Jak X Racing, and I haven't played this yet, so I really can't say that much about it. But all I can say, it's a racing game, and it's also made by Naughty Dog. And I kind of wonder, since I didn't really care for the cars in Jak 2 and 3, I wonder how this game is going to play, because Jak 2 and 3 pissed me off with the cars. So I hope Naughty Dog was able to fix the driving mechanics in their cars for this game. I don't know anything about the story yet, because I haven't played it, but it looks cool, it looks fun. It's a Jak and Daxter game. I'm really looking forward to it. It's probably the next game I'm going to play. And I just can't wait. I'm a huge fan of Jak and Daxter, and I'm a huge fan of Naughty Dog. So, Jak X Racing for the PlayStation 2. Now, the next game is Jak and Daxter The Lost Frontier. Now, this game was not made by Naughty Dog. It was made by somebody else. And I picked this up mainly because I'm a fan of the Jak and Daxter games, and I wanted to see the story continue. I wanted to see it progress. And what I can tell from the back of the box, I haven't played it yet. It's a 3D action platforming game, but it also has some segments where you're driving around on like an airplane, where you're battling in the sky. So I'm kind of excited to see how that works out, because there've never been air battles in Jak and Daxter games before. So I'm looking forward to Jak and Daxter The Lost Frontier. I can't really recommend it, but I can recommend the entire series, just Jak and Daxter alone. So Now, because of Jak and Daxter, I've been in a huge 3D platforming mode, so I picked up this game mainly for two reasons. The one because I like Jak and Daxter, and the second reason because I found this $2 new on Amazon, and this is Secret Agent Clank. I know nothing about the Ratchet and Clank series, and I'm actually waiting for the HD Collection to come out in September to actually get into the series. So, but what can I say? I don't know anything about the story. I don't know anything about the characters, but judging what I played in Jak and Daxter, I'm really looking forward to playing Secret Agent Clank as well as the rest of the Ratchet and Clank series, because right now, like I said, I'm in a huge Ratchet and Clank 3D action platforming mode right now, so I can't wait. Now, the next game is highly recommended to me by my friend Nostalgic Dan1 and also Mr. Technosqueak from the Press Star podcast, and this is Tales of Vesperia. Now, I haven't played it yet because it's still in the wrapping, but I'm waiting for a good amount of time to set aside so I can actually play this game, because I want to do it justice, because Tales of the Abyss, I didn't like at all. I really didn't. So hopefully this game will rekindle, something in the Tales of games for me. But what I can tell you guys so far, it's an action RPG, kind of like in the style of Kingdom Hearts, I guess I would say. It's not a turn-based. I like turn-based RPGs a lot, so I hope this game can, get me to like it. The characters look really cool. The animation looks really good. The voice acting looks good from what I've seen on YouTube videos. So I can't wait to play this game because it's been highly recommended to me by two of my co-hosts on the Press Star podcast. I can't wait. Now, the next game up is Lollipop Chainsaw, and this is a funny, over-the-top game. Crazy one-liners. It's really hard to describe. It's a hack and slash game where you play as Juliet, and she's a zombie hunter, and you gotta kill all the zombies that are attacking the town. But the combat in this game, it's kind of slow and clunky. I don't really like the combat all that much. But where the game really shines is actually in a lot of places. The banter between Juliet and her boyfriend Nick, all the one-liners, crazy, crazy fun and hilarious. I absolutely love it. The music in the game, great soundtrack. You're gonna hear songs like Lollipop, Lollipop, ooh la 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 lollipop, and Hey Mickey, you're so fun, hey, crazy soundtrack. I wish I could actually buy the actual soundtrack for this game because it's such a great game. But it's very flashy, very colorful. You're gonna see lots of rainbows. You're gonna see lots of beheadings. Yeah, it looks like a comic book. It plays like a hack and slash game. I do recommend this game, but not for the full $60 retail price. I recommend it if you guys can see it for $20, maybe some time in the future. Pick this up for $20 because it's a very short game. It took me about 6 hours to complete. So and it does have a lot of replayability. I will give it that. So Lollipop Chainsaw for the Xbox 360. Now, the next game I'm going to show you guys I haven't played yet because I'm waiting for the movie, and that is The Amazing Spider-Man, and this game does take place after the movie. Now, I haven't played this yet. I know not really that much about it, but if I have to judge it by other Spider-Man games that I've played, like Web of Shadows, I can't wait to play this game. The swinging in those games are hands down one of the best times I've had in video games. I've seen reviews, I've seen cutscenes. The voice acting is quite good in my opinion. The character models look great. It looks like a fun game, and I can't wait to dive right in, swing around, web up some bad guys. I can't wait. So yeah, The Amazing Spider-Man for the Xbox 360. I would say pick it up because judging by other Spider-Man games, this one's going to be a good one. I really recommend. Just by seeing cutscenes alone, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, so I can't wait to actually play this game. So, alright, so that's it. That's all the games I picked up for the month of 2012. Hopefully you guys saw something that kind of sparked your interest. Maybe it was The Amazing Spider-Man, or the Extermination game, or Jak and Daxter. Hopefully you saw something that, makes you want to oh, that game is actually kind of cool. It sounds great. I might pick that up. Hopefully one of those games said that to you. So, but yeah, that's it. That's all my pickups for the month of June 2012. So I'm just going to end the video by saying I'm Quick Freeze from Quick Freeze's Game Room, and I'm here to bring gamers together, one game at a time. Later, guys.